Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jarek Defiler. We're back with the next installment of A Patient Gamer Plays Divinity Original Sin 2. We are level 10, almost halfway. We are working our way through the Driftwood quests, missions, whatever you want to call them. I cleared up most of the smaller ones in the inn and things like that. This is the Under Inn, or the Under Tavern rather. We went and did Mortis's little house already. And so next we are going to be moving out and venturing further into the west probably. But first things first, we have to go and find the little tinkerer guy that's over here. And some kids.
Take that, sorcerer! Dallas, get her!
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead until we say you're not dead anymore.
Here, mister! Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does it? Hey, are you an elf?
Admit that yes, you are an elf. Tell Alexander you very much hope he stays dead. Tell the kids that rules are made to be broken. Alexander can come back to life if he wants to. Take your leave. Admit that I'm an elf.
Whoa!
Cool. I think you look weird.
Yeah, I do. Tell Alexander you very much would hope he stays dead. Tell the kids that rules are made to be broken. Yeah, why not?
See? Told ya. Take that, sorcerer. Come on, Dallas, help me put a collar on her.
Turtle Johnny puts an invisible source collar on Mary Lane.
Take that, sorcerer. No more saucy sorcery for you. Alexander and Dallas save the world again. I hate this game.
Whatever. Point out that if Alexander can come back from the dead, a sorcerer can learn how to break a source collar.
The three kids stare at you in awe.
Crap! The source collar's broken. I'm free. How about you, Dallas? I'll kill you again, Alexander. I'm a big bad sorcerer. Woohoo!
For a moment, you watch the children play. Then you leave them too.
Little wrench. No, okay. Yeah, moving on. Alright, so this is the stinky little refinery place.
We will find him. You've been warned, Barnes. Now get out of my sight.
Who's Barnes? Oh, yeah, that's Barnes.
The Magister turns, and his eyes fall on you.
You! Have you seen anyone leaving this place? Grey cloak, grey beard, a satchel of books under one arm. You can't have missed him.
Tell the Magister that you haven't seen anyone.
Lucian's teeth. Where is that runt hiding? If you see anything suspicious, anything at all, report it immediately. Do you understand?
Wonder why he's looking for this person. Say that you do and take your leave. Let's wonder.
He's a sorcerer dressed as a tinkerer. Our brothers started vanishing as soon as the tramp arrived in town. He fled into this stinking shed, but we'll find him again. We'll have our justice.
Wish the Magister well in his hunt and take your leave. Or the scholar choice. Their evidence doesn't seem very strong. You wonder if he will stand up in court. Turn away from the Magister, you don't need any more attention. Let's do the scholar route.
The Magister looks at you for a long, hard moment. He seems angry, puzzled, and amused in equal measure.
We have all the evidence we need. There will be no court of appeal for this sorcerer. Now, I've got a coward to catch. Excuse me.
Didn't I already turn in or tell, like, the guy that... Well, actually, I killed him, huh? The one that I gave the ring to. I think. Did I? It's been a while since I played. Yeah, whatever. Let's talk to this guy.
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist. He tries to ignore your presence, fails. He sighs.
See here, elf. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with magisters, and our shipments to Arks are held up. Time is money. Don't waste my money. What do you want?
Ask what he's shipping to Arks. Ask him who the Magisters are looking for. Undead. Muse at his response. You've got all the time in the world, but aren't the richer for it. Yeah, let's do that one.
If that's some kind of riddle, I ain't about to play along. Now, unless you've got something on your mind...
Ask him about the Magisters.
A murderer, or a sorcerer, or some other species of miscreant. Whichever it is, it has nothing to do with me, except that it's stopping me shipping my fish into Arks. Now, please.
Ask who in Arks is buying void-tainted fish. Point out that all the fish are void-tainted. Number 2.
That's privileged information. I have a trade to protect.
Yeah, intelligence, strength. Alright. With strength, tell him he has a head to protect, too. If he doesn't want it bashed in, he should answer the question. Constitution. Bow and assure him you're completely trustworthy. Intelligence. Ask him if you look like the kind of person who trades fish for a living. Let's do Constitution.
An excellent point. Well made. The answer to your question is, unsurprisingly, a man in a house. A man in a house buys all the void-tainted fish I can send him.
That dark shadow crosses his face once more. He shivers.
Not that I've ever met the man. Not sure I want to, if I'm honest.
Tell him it sounds like he struck it lucky. Tell him it sounds deeply suspicious. Tell him you'd like to meet this man. Ask for the address. Number 3.
Absolutely not. I don't give away sensitive information like that to anyone who just asks for it. And I don't keep it lying around, either. That really is enough now. I'm asking you to leave. Good day.
He glances up, recognizes you.
If I didn't ask you to leave before, I'm asking you to leave now.
Well, gee. Golly gee Whittaker, sir. Official-looking document. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna read this. Description, it is 4th day. Black House, Northeastern Arcs. Look back, do not knock on the doors, nor do not seek a signature, do not linger, do not even look directly at the Black House. No grip.
If I ever go to Arcs, I'm staying away from this Black House.
I'm gonna steal that. Beep. Oh. It wasn't me. Try to talk my way out of the situation. Insist that you're guilty of nothing more than appreciating the beauty standing in front of you. Yes, do that. Fine then, but I'll be keeping my eye on you. Oh yeah? But you're a beautiful, beautiful man. Better not come after me again. I just talked my way out of it. Anything else in here I can steal? I do like stealing. Alright, now we can read this. Delivery docket. Driftwood Fishworks. Property Brayton Barnes. To the man in the Black House. Address, the Black House, Northeastern Arcs. This is somebody that's very important. This, the 4th day of Germinate. Don't know what that is. Description, condition, weight. Alright, a lot of fishies. Tainted fishies. Slightly tainted, badly tainted, abhorrent. Nice. Umber monkfish. So, the more tainted they are, the heavier they get. Alright. Directions, leave consignment of street outside Black House. Walk away. Do not look back. Do not knock on the door. There is no door. Do not seek. Okay. Do not seek a signature. Do not linger. Do not even look directly at the Black House. Sorry, Mr. Barnes, but I ain't going back there no more. Get someone else to do it. Gives me the creeps. Really good grammar on that, gentleman. Alright, let's head on down here.
Bugger off, I'm busy.
Yeah, nice little lady there. What about you, Greb?
The dwarf peers at an expertly dissected fish, gently poking its innards with his knife.
Fascinating. Most fascinating. Oh my, no, what do you want?
Ask him what he's doing. Note that the surly tone in his voice seems a little forced. Scholar, say that you recognize those incisions, the work of a healer or a scholar, not some fishmonger. Yeah.
With a small grin, the dwarf glances between you and his handiwork and shrugs.
Indeed I am. They can close our schools, but they can't take away what I've been taught. Besides, there's still so much to learn.
Ask what's there to learn from those foul-smelling fish. Wonder how the likes of him wind up in a place like this. And number 2.
Times are hard. There's not much gold to be made in scholarly pursuits. I can't ignore my first calling, though. Especially when there's so much to learn.
Ask if you can help.
Yes, as it happens. I need to see the effects of eating these fish, firsthand, if you understand me.
Say that you'll eat the fish, if he's sure it'll do some good. Cast a skeptical eye over the fish on his work table and ask what's in it for you. Tell him to eat the damn fish himself if he's so keen to learn more. Sharply refuse to even touch those fish. They're bound to make you as sick as a dog. Yeah, screw it, we'll eat them. Never did before.
Wonderful. Now, there's 3 samples that I wish to learn more about. Care to choose?
Let's start with the brown.
The fish instantly churns your insides, blinds you to your surroundings, but then a vision, towering horrors, the void woken, gathered before a silhouetted figure. You strain to see who it is. Your perspective abruptly changes. Cold, dark water. You glide through it. Black tendrils suddenly creep across your vision. You slow. The darkness consumes you. The dwarf suddenly drifts back into view, peering at you with fascination.
How do you feel?
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts from your mouth and across the dwarf's boots. He doesn't even look displeased.
Catch your breath and say that you saw the memories of the Voidwoken. Them, their victims, they're all connected to someone, something. Undead, say that you actually didn't feel a thing. Or say that your head is splitting, but don't mention the other things that you saw. Let's do the elf.
The dwarf leans in and peers intently at your eyes.
Spontaneous delusions. Very interesting.
Nah, come on.
And nothing more than a side effect from eating the fish, I'm sure. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing you. I owe you a great debt.
Ask what he learned from observing you. Point out that he owes you more than his gratitude. You were promised a reward. No, I wasn't. Declare that you ought to throw him to the Voidwoken after he let you eat poisonous fish. Number 1.
The dwarf puffs up his chest and proudly gestures to the fish.
The fish is indeed malignant. Elves are affected by it in the same manner as other species. Perhaps a touch more vivid in their hallucinations, but otherwise identical.
Ask about your reward. Say that you're willing to try another if the reward is increased to match your efforts. Scowl and say that you didn't need to eat the damn stuff to learn that. Angrily snarl that you ought to force feed some of these fish to him for manipulating you. Let's ask for more.
Thank you, but no. I can only allow for 1 specimen per volunteer, or my findings could become flawed. The fish you ate is known as the umber monkfish, a remarkably intelligent breed. In fact, its flesh is often used to create intelligence mixtures. Now this monkfish, one that's been touched by the void itself, who's to say how its flesh could augment an intelligence brew? It could prove to be most valuable. Find somewhere that offers intelligence brews, then add this monkfish sample. The effects could be most interesting. So, now my work must continue, as soon as I've got in my quota of fish, of course. Farewell, stranger.
Yep. Potent Enlightenment Herb Mix. Huh. I don't remember that. I guess that's part of the mod. Where is it? Can I see it in here? Potent. Yes, I can. I make it. Any pointed umber monkfish. More potent version of the Enlightenment herbal mixture whose effects should last quite a bit longer. Okay. Enlightenment? Potent Enlightenment. Okay. So it's just a stronger version of the intelligence one. I got it. I have a ring that I haven't identified yet. I got a bunch of stuff in here. Alright, moving on, ladies and gents. Moving on. There's the doggy.
The dog sniffs the wooden decking, like there's something wrong.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong, and it's not right.
Ask the dog what it's done.
I don't know, but there's something wrong, and it's underneath the floor.
Tell the dog not to worry. Tell the dog you'll investigate if you can.
Be careful down there, mister. You're not smelling what I'm smelling.
Got it. See, dogs are always nice.
You're still here. Oh, joy. The thing under the floor didn't get you.
Haven't went in yet. And I can't, because I don't have a key. How do I get in there? Where is the key? I think he has it, but I can't lockpick anybody because I have absolutely no skills in lockpicking or in thievery. Everything's in persuasion, so that's not gonna happen. There has to be a way. There is a way, I just have to figure it out later. Let's see.
The dwarf reaches into a barrel and pulls out a fish. His knife glides through the scales, crimson guts spilling out in its wake. The innards fall to the floor, landing in a pool of dark bile. You'd expect fish to smell, but these reek.
Look around the ramshackle town and muse that the dwarf is lucky to have a job. Prod an eviscerated carp with your boot and say that he's wasting his time. No one's going to buy rotten fish. Remark that you know that death smells like. You know what rotting death smells like too, but these fish are something else entirely. Yes, do that one.
You see the nose on my face, don't you? I bloody know it smells, and I don't care as long as it sells. And sells it does. Somehow.
Somehow.
The boss has found a buyer for this lot. Is to be shipped off to Arks in the next wagon, if you believe it.
Wonder who would buy such a foul-looking fish. Pat him on the back and say how lucky he is to have such a talented boss. Why not?
Your clap on the back knocks his knife askew, cutting a jagged line through the best of the flesh. He looks at you with disgust as he tosses the fish aside.
Lucky ain't the word I'd use. More's patient. So go and loom somewhere else, elf. I got enough to do without picking your leaves off the catch.
The dwarf turns back to his work, slicing and disemboweling fish after fish as the blood and black bile mix and swirl around his boots.
Yummy. Leave the dwarf to his work. As you turn away, some markings on a nearby barrel catches your eye. Walk over and investigate. Yeah.
Looking at the barrel, you see that someone has scrawled Black House on it in paint. You cast your eyes around to see that every barrel headed to Arks has the same inscription.
Here, leave them barrels alone. I told you to take a hike, so scram.
Sorry.
The dwarf seems more interested.
Alright, let's see. What's over here? What's over here? Can I get some tainted fish? Nope. What about you? Got some tainted fish for me? Nope. Whatever. Let's go in here. Steal everything. Because I am a thief. Fish bone. What's in there? A thin gambeson. I don't want that. Nope, nothing in here. Hey, got some boots. Always worth looking in all these places. Just you never know. Just saying.
Behind the containers, the fish in one of the barrels shifts slightly.
Please, you have to help me. The Magisters have gone mad.
Ask who you're talking to. Observe that the Magisters might be mad, but they're not the ones hiding in a barrel. Slide over to the barrel, wonder if this is the man the Magisters are hunting. Ignore the barrel's protestations and walk away. Just slide over the barrel.
I don't know what they're talking about. I've nothing to do with the missing Magisters. I'm just a tinkerer. I wouldn't hurt an imp. And now they want to execute me. Please, you have to help me. I have to get out.
Wonder what's in it for you. Look over your shoulders to be sure you're not being watched. In a whisper, ask what he needs you to do. Lean casually against the barrel and quietly ask why the Magisters are looking for him. Shrug and take your leave. This isn't your problem. Laugh at his plight. You can't wait to see his face when the Magisters pull him out of that barrel. Let's go number 3.
I have no idea. I only arrived in town a few days ago. I sold a few items to Grandmaster Ken in Arks and stopped off here on my way to Starseal. I was just sitting in the tavern, minding my own business, and the Magister started screaming at me. I ran and, well...
You hear a quiet sob from the fish.
Why is this happening? I didn't do anything.
Pat the barrel comfortably. Promise it that everything will be okay. Narrow your eyes. It seems a bit of a stretch to accuse someone just because they're new in town. Shrug and or shrug and take your leave. This isn't your problem. Yes, number 2.
There's a moment of silence from within the barrel. Some of the fish seem to shift uncomfortably.
I may have been studying some new scrolls I bought. They might have been, well, they called for source. But that doesn't mean I had anything to do with the disappearances. I'm a tinkerer. I'll fix things for a living. I would never hurt anyone.
Glance at the barrel suspiciously, but if he's not responsible, who is? I already know who's responsible. Wonder what's in it for you. Look over your shoulder to be sure you're not being watched. In a whisper, ask what he needs you to do. Shrug and take your leave. This isn't your problem. Laugh at his plight. Number 1.
I don't know. It could be anyone in the tavern. None of them have any love for the Magisters. Please, all I know is it wasn't me.
Alright, let's look over our shoulder.
I just need to get out of Driftwood. I can't risk being seen. But if you can get out of town, I can escape to Arks. Please, I'll do anything. Just don't let them see me. Don't let them find me.
Nod and tell him to follow you. Say that you'll help, but you need him to wait here a little longer. Change your mind and walk away. He can look himself. No, of course we're going to help him.
Thank you. Oh, Lucian. 7 times divine, thank you. I'll follow your lead. But please, be careful. If the Magisters see me, I'm done for.
Alright. Let's save it here, even though it's already saved. I already did the solve the crime, but I killed that guy in the Magister barracks, so maybe that's like why it's not recognizing that I actually found a killer. Love has a price. I don't remember which one it was. Hibga refuses to trust system. Escape. There's an opportunity here. Hibga. Guys, Hibga. Driftwood Arena. No. Well, I don't know which one it is, y'all. Shadow over Driftwood. Nope. Whatever. Not that big of a deal. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm going to have to probably do a lot of save scumming here. Because I don't want to fight the Magisters. really. Ooh. Don't come this way. You better not. Alright, what is their patterns? Patterns in the ivy. Where is he going? Okay, so he comes up, then he comes down. Can I walk through that water? I can walk right here. Okay, there's a ladder right there. I need to get there. Go, 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 go. Run away before he sees me. Alright. That should be simple enough, right? Shouldn't that be enough?
At last, I can breathe again.
Easy enough.
At last! I was sure I'd die in that wretched...
What? How? Where did you come from? Did the other ones get ignored? Well, they don't notice, so screw it. I'm gonna kill this guy. You dare? You dare? Alright, well. How do I do worm trimmer? Wait. Why is he hostile against me? What the heck? This did this last time I played, too. I'm gonna load it here. Why would it make me hostile towards him? I think that's a bug, because the same thing happened last time when I was playing on my Ifin run. He just, like, started... I was in combat with the frogs, and then he just got into combat with me. And there's nothing I could do because he's just standing there. And so I can't even, like, get him to move. That's annoying. Gotta be honest. Yeah, the mods do make this game a bit buggy. Because I never had these problems before, but I never used the mods before. This is like my first playthrough using the mods. No! Alright, well, I'm going to have to start over again. Because I don't want to kill the guy. Don't know why he's doing that, but yeah, the mods do have some issues, unfortunately. There has been quite a few bugs that I have stumbled across, which is why you have to save scum a lot in this game, because it's a big game, and there's a lot of, you know, writing and a lot of content and stuff, so you gotta make sure that you can get through it all unscathed, because little things can turn into big things, and if that's the case, you know, problems will arise in the future, which is why I need to save, like, quick save and stuff constantly. Okay, so, like, there should be no way. Okay, he's over there. Alright, maybe if we go behind here, he won't notice.
At last, I can breathe again. At last! I was sure I'd die in that wretched place. You have my thanks. If not for you, I probably would have been found, gutted, and salted.
Look at him in astonishment. Why did he climb back into the barrel? Say that it was your pleasure, nod along, that's great. But you were hoping he might have something for you. Wonder how he ended up in a barrel in the first place. Draw your weapon, now he can die out in the fresh air. Say it was our pleasure.
Please, I can't just let you walk away.
Acid spores.
Here, take this scroll as a gift.
A damp, scale-covered roll of paper emerges from the barrel.
Scale covered.
In fact, that's what started all the trouble in the first place. The Magisters nearly lost their minds when they saw me with it.
Ask where he found that scroll. Wonder why the Magisters reacted so strongly to him having the scroll. The scroll is all well and good, but you need to know how to control your source. I don't think he knows that.
Oh,
just ask him though.
I mean, I'm not much of a sorcerer, but I have my connections. Hanag's a pretty powerful source master. Incredible control of portals. I've never seen anyone bend space like she can. Last I heard, she was holed up in a house out in Paradise Downs, the farms to the north. There's more than a few Magisters around those parts, though. She might still be there. Might not. But I pity any red cloak that gets on her bad side.
Grimace. Really? That's his big lead? A lost sorcerer that might be dead? Ask where he found that scroll. Wonder why the Magistrate reacts so strongly to him having the scroll. Yeah.
It must have belonged to one of their missing friends. They nearly lynched me then and there. They wouldn't listen when I tried to tell them that I got it from the cook. I thought she was an idiot selling it so cheap. Then again, I'm the dolt who ended up in a barrel. But if she has Magister artifacts, she must be the one they're looking for.
He pauses for a long moment, his eyes lingering on your weapon.
I mean, okay. Look, if you want something else, go to Blood Moon Island. I'm not giving you a name. I'm not giving you anything. Whoever you find there, whatever you find, it's not on me. But if you really want a sorcerer, go to Blood Moon Island. And that's all I have to say about it.
Thank you for the information and take your leave.
I swear, once I get to Ox, I'm going to have the bath of my life.
Alrighty then. Hey, we got some new wands that aren't that great compared to what I got. So, let's just take this and sell it. I don't want to draw attention even here. Okay, well, that was weird. Where did that go? Shoot 3 spores of corrosive acid, dealing 69 to 77 poison damage. Now, Hanag is really strong, and I killed her in my last playthrough. Don't need that. But this one, I guess I'm going to keep her alive. She's a very powerful summoner, and she has a lot of books and stuff. I could kill her and take the books. Keep that just so I can make that stuff. Can I do the stew right now? Tainted stew. Void tainted stew. Anyone? Or is it under objects? Nope. Did I get? Maybe I don't have the recipe for it. Yeah, tainted stew. Oh yeah, I need meat stew. Duh. Okay, this guy has a ring.
A fisherman stares at the water, muttering to himself.
The missus will kill me. She'll tear me a new mouth halfway down my neck.
Guess the fish aren't biting. Look where he's looking.
You see nothing.
I've gone and thrown my wedding ring in the water.
Ask what happened. Laugh at him. His wife won't be impressed. Ask why he doesn't just walk in there and grab the ring. It's not deep. Yeah.
I could do that. I could. But seeing as the ring has a bit of sauce to it, like as not, going in there will attract Voidwoken. All things equal, between an angry wife and Voidwoken, I'm leaning towards the wife.
Tell him you get the ring yourself. The ring has a bit of source to it, he says. Ask about that. Reckon it's probably safe to go in the water. Tell him he's better off regretting something he did than something he didn't do. He's right. Best to stay out of the water. Ask him about
just
the ring.
Just a hint. Nothing that concerned a Magister. Made me feel that little bit more confident in myself. Maybe it was all in my head, but I felt like the ring made me more attractive to the women. I wouldn't do the dirt or anything, but it's good for the ego. Keeps the wife on her toes too.
He's right. Best stay out of the water.
Guess I'll have to face herself instead then. She won't be happy. Better get fishing then. Bit of gold for dinner at the tavern might soften the blow. Wishing you a better day than mine, stranger.
Well,
I've spotted something.
I can take the ring. Oh, crap! These guys are level 10. I don't know what they're weak to because I don't have any lore master, so they're probably weak to fire. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and not do water. We'll just do just regular guys. And I think I want to, what do I want to do? Use haste. Yeah. Oh dear. Ah, that was rude. Alright, so lightning, water. I think they might actually be, I think if I kill them, then they become fire ones and they become immune to fire. I can't remember. This is kind of funky fight. But what kind of imp or incarnate do I want to do? Maybe I'll just do a regular one. No infusion. Or poison. Except that guy might be immune to poison. I can't remember. Crying out loud, how many frogs are there? Alright, let's just do... Who do I want to attack first? Well, we might as well just attack this guy. Infuse, my friend. Further infuse. And put some armor of frost on myself. And let's get... I don't want water. Alright, well, in that case... Let's just put it right here. Get some... Oh, come on! Alright. Whirlwind. Dink. Knocked down. So good. Ow. Stupid froggies. Magical concentration. Yeah, that is a lot of frogs. Alright, I want to take this guy out first. Curse failed. Yeesh. Am I gonna die to frogs? Alright, let's see here. What do I want to do? Dominate mind, maybe? It's armor, like, no, none of them have magic, so I need more armor, and I also need, well, don't want to do that. I want to do this. There we go. That'll keep me going for a while. Chain lightning sounds fun, except they have a lot of magic resistance. Man, screw it. Oh, it's immune, of course. Should have known that. Let's see if they're immune to fire. Nope. And he hits hard. Miss me. Loser. And you're on fire. Yeah. Alright, there's one down. Oh yeah, that's what it does. The steam. I forgot about that. Alright. I guess we'll just keep hitting this guy. Especially since he is out of entanglement now. Walk in the fire. Where you going, little guy? Silly head. Alright. Let's get one of these bad boys going up over here and tell you, man. Soulmate. Let's do... Now, I want to test something out here. This might not work. But I wonder if I give him Soulmate. And if I heal him, will it damage me? Or will it... like, just heal me? Because if I put a heal on him, this could possibly kill me. But it's part of the fun. Except he's not even damaged, so I don't even know if that'll actually count. Target increases magic armor according to the number of allied creatures and totems. Oh, I'm not close enough to my totems. What? How would that... Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's give me haste again. And, you know what, let's give him haste too. Actually, no, let's not do that. I guess I can just take a potion. Better heal up. Oh, it heals him. So I don't. Let's see. Bind yourself to target and copy any healing receive. Oh, I receive. Okay. So I just heal myself and it goes to him. How on earth did that kill him? What? Well, that's severely disappointing. I guess he doesn't have any HP as a level, what? 15 incarnate. Whatever. Lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Let's do another totem. And it's, yeah, actually that was kind of pointless because they don't even do, oh, this guy does damage with armor. Do I have any damage, physical damage? I don't think I do. Everything is magic or something. What about these? Any of these give physical? Oh, this gives physical damage. Not a lot though. Piercing damage. None of these give any damage. Let's put this right down here actually. Screw you guys. Yeah. And the stupid freaking frog is in the way. Maybe if I put that on him too. I never use grenades. I want to start using these. Ah, yeah, you're bleeding now. What's up? And you can't see. Death wish? What's death? Oh yeah, death wish. Bonus damage. Come on, attack something else. He's in this, should be in the smoke. How is he even able to see that? Critical hit. This is the problem with playing solo, is that it takes forever to do these multi-enemy fights. Not, you know, it's not impossible or anything. It's just time consuming. But luckily this game's combat's really fun, so who cares? I want to kill this thing, but I don't have any physical armor. Or physical damage, rather. I mean, I got another grenade here. I could use that, I guess. Might as well. He's bleeding a bit more now. There we go. Yeah, totems actually did something for a change. Come on, totems. I'm counting on you. I'm hurting here, guys. Down to half HP. Ugh, now I'm cursed. That's not good. Is this the end? Nope, not quite. Close, though. Jumps and protection is pretty good. Alright, better heal myself. And let's put on some... Are they hitting me with air damage or water damage or both? Immune to burning, immune to petrified. No. Immune to dodge. And another one of these, might as well use that. Don't want to use that. Probably can fix blind in a radius. Is blind, is that, This one's getting damage bonuses. where? Alright, well, just heal up a little bit. Blind blocked. Okay, so magic armor is useless there. Missed. Oh. Missed me. What does that put my dodge up to? 58%. Alrighty. What? I thought he already went. Babe. Yeah, you guys can't hit crap. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Guess I'll do this one. That's not good. I'm out of my dome of protection. Yeah, he has like very little HP. And an additional ability. Well, I need to heal again. I'm gonna put this on him. Why not? I got plenty of magic armor for now. It should be okay. Take another potion. Just I need to get rid of these. Yeah. And then move on over there. Yeah. Yeah, great. That's gonna be blinded me. How can you even attack me? Usually you're not supposed to be able to hit them when they're in clouds. Why are you guys so mean? Isn't that awesome effects right there? That like creepy little worm, ice cursed water, whatever it is. Pretty dope. Alright, let's do some more totems. And you... I just hit him. Miss. How do I miss? 95% accuracy. Oh my god. I suck so bad with the dual wands. I'm going to do a game where I have a dual wand crit build. It's gonna work. One of these days, it's gonna work. I tried like 3 times and it never works out because I always have to end up invested in other stuff. But I think it's just because I'm lone wolf right now. If I do a regular build, I'm sure it'll be fine. How do I get up there? You have to go all the way around. Can't reach destination. Welp, that's gonna take a while. Do I have a teleport? Do I have my gloves? Where's my gloves? I'm gonna bring this guy down here. Quit! Oh, target's too far. Come on. What? They used all my magic armor up already? I had like 400 and something magic armor. This guy's annoying. Kill his ass. Okay. No, that's not gonna work. Can I hit him with the range? I can't even hit him with the ranged attack. You're killing me, game. Why do you hate me so? Oh, you're gonna get yours, you slippery voidling skank. Swear to God. Oh my God. Please, just kill him. Thank you. Man. That was way more difficult than it should have been. I mean, not difficult, but time consuming. Yeah, don't walk into the poison and stuff, Sir Laura. Nope, nope, don't pick up the stupid fish. Where'd it go? Where did my gloves go, actually? Yeah, these were the ones I was wearing, I think. Were these the ones I was wearing? No, these were the ones I was wearing. To the initiative. Why am I not wearing this belt? That's way better. I can understand why I'm not wearing that or using those, but that belt should have been wearing that. 2 to summoning. That's going to take a while to get rid of. 1 to strength, 3 to constitution. Yeah. Think I'd rather keep the summoning. Alright, where the freaking hell did that swordfish go? I picked it up. Okay, void tainted sailfish. I'm gonna eat it.
A vision of a bleak past, deafening silence, blinding shadow. You see everything and nothing.
Cool beans. This is who I was originally trying to pick up. Cautionary pamphlet, we don't need that. What's over here? Barrels. Lagging. I'm not going to give him the ring because I want it. Although I don't need it. Do I need it? Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Because it gives 1 to persuasion. So, yeah. I'm going to very much keep that. Thank you very much. Ooh, an eyeball. Those are good for stuff. What's over here? Take all that. Okay. What's my weight at? 127 out of 160. I think we should probably head back and sell. And then cut the video. Where is my... There it is.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Buying or selling?
Trading.
Good luck to you.
Alright, what do you got for me, buddy? Get rid of you, get rid of you. Get rid of you, rid of you, rid of you, rid of you. Keep the purging wand for now. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Chain helmet, do I need that? No, I don't need that. Oh yeah, I remember this. Pretty good. Not what I need, but I had this on my character. Wow, I think I kept this until level 20 on my finesse guy. I did the beast as finesse, and I'm pretty sure I had that until the end of the game. I had that for a while too on Red Prince. Good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. Let's identify these. Don't look that great. I'm sure they won't be, but you never know. 1 to Constitution, 2 to Wits. I don't really need the Wits, or actually, do I? Nah, keep that one. What? Thank you. Identify ring does not need to be repaired. Oh, that's why. Click the wrong button because I'm a moron. Yay! 1 to thievery. Nope, too late to have that. Nope, don't need that. Gonna keep that. Gonna keep that. Gonna get rid of that. Gonna get rid of that. Not gonna be doing scoundrel stuff. Not gonna be doing that. Keep those. I'll keep those. Oh. Yeah, I'll keep them because you might be able to create something out of it. Panties are very important. Get rid of all the rubies. Don't need those. I'm just going to get rid of all this other stuff too because I'm probably never going to use it. Get rid of like half of those. Probably get rid of more of that. They don't weigh that much. Raw mutton I'm keeping for later. Ooh, take those, yeah. Heck yeah. I do love me some, oh man. Give me all your money. In that case. Give me that back. You don't got crap, man. Alright. Now we can sell a little bit back.
Worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs
And
dropped in a
vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
And don't come over. That's fine.
Who will?
Bump the mic there. Apologies to your ears. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, I guess we will end the video here. And next we will be moving west. Ancient altar. I'm not going to do that yet because we have to go to the witch's place and get into her house and then get the book. So we're going to try to do all these quests in the next, well, not all of them, but a few of them in the next video. So this has been Jarek Defiler. Now playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Really fun game. Hope you guys are enjoying it with the little glitches right there on the whatever, the texture of the guy's skirt. Anywho, you guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, depending on where you are. I'm out.